Hey Sag, how are you doing? This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What is going on with the fabulous and most magical Sagittarians? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the Four of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. What's coming towards you, the Seven of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. What you were focused on is the Three of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. In your blockage is the Four of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And your outcome is the Two of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Okay, Sagittarius, let's clarify this and find out what is going on. So when I was getting ready to do your reading and shuffling off camera, I got breaking out the cigar. And usually that saying is when you hit some kind of victory, or there could be like some kind of sporting event where, yeah, you are the champions. I'm also getting an element of your focus being in the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is about planning and action, plans in motion, or you are prepared here. And as you can see, in the middle is some kind of investment. So there could be like holding on to this cigar, and it's just a saying. Usually when people have babies, they're like, we're going to break out the cigar, like have a cigar when the baby's born. So right now, your current energy or the present time is the Four of Swords. Now, Four of Swords is about relax, recovery, rejuvenation, recharging. This is also about meditation, brings about answers and clarity. What is this Four of Swords? Maybe you're going to break out the cigar after, you know, you finish something, because the Two of Pentacles, you could have a lot of irons in the fire or just a lot going on. And the Two of Pentacles is always my all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. So maybe you're like, yeah, I can't wait until I go on vacation and I'm going to break out the cigar. Metaphorically speaking, for some of you, it's just a saying. And the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Well, the Queen of Cups is about kindness and empathy and compassion. There is something about tapping into your intuition or trusting your gut feelings. Now, Queen of Cups is somebody who is highly intuitive, and there is something about quiet love, or something that you are creating. Now, Queen of Cups can also be something about self-care, nurturing and nourishing yourself first. Nurturing and nourishing yourself first is not selfish, is necessary, because if you don't fill up your own cup here, people in your external environment won't benefit either. So there is a benefit of that self-care and healing. I'm also getting something about counseling or therapy. Now, there could be something you're doing and is very therapeutic, and you could be like, yeah, I can't wait to do that again. Because what's coming towards you is the Seven of Pentacles. Now, Seven of Pentacles is a review and a reassessment. This is about giving yourself a pat on the back for a job well done, seeing how far you have come on your journey. I didn't come this far to only come this far. And that's the whole thing of like, you have this cigar in your hands, or it's like in a cabinet, and I'm just saying metaphorically, it's like you're going to hit this milestone, but this can also be, is my ships coming in? And it's like, well, this is about getting out of your comfort zone. So there could be something about travel. Seven of Pentacles can be a situation like, what's coming with me for the long haul? And what do I need to release and let go? And the Chariot. There could be something about you waiting to sell an investment, and then you can move and relocate. Now, the Chariot is a situation about stay on task and laser focus. I'm also getting something about a purchase or a parcel. So you could be sitting and waiting for this purchase or parcel, because you have two sevens there. And this is also about claiming victory, scoring a victory. Leaving something behind. What are you leaving behind? If you feel like you are behind the 8 ball, or let's just say that you're comparing your life to another individual's life, you're not behind the 8 ball. Leaving something behind. Nothing gets left behind on this investment. And justice. Major Arcana 4, Libra. Well, justice is about equality and balance. I'm also getting something about quality control. Now, this could be also a situation where in July, there could be like in the 3rd week of July, there could be like some kind of travel plans or some kind of shipment coming to your home. Now, keep in mind, we are in a Mercury retrograde, so make sure that you are speaking extremely clearly and make sure what you're ordering is actually what you're ordering, because this is also about cause and effect. It means actions have consequences, whether they're negatively impacting you or positively impacting you. And justice is also about the fairness. I'm also getting something about a fair. So this could be going to an actual fair, like a family affair, or like even like a circus. Like there's just something about going to a fair. What's in your blockage is the 4 of Cups. Now, the 4 of Cups could be releasing and letting go from something that you are expired. So this is emotionally detached. The milk has expired. The milk has curdled. It means you've overstayed or overextended in some kind of circumstance. This is also somebody who is my negative Nancy, my Debbie Downer, and distraction, possibly a complainer. So moving away from anybody who is low vibe. 4 of Cups can also be thinking you missed out on an opportunity. Two directions, 2 investments. So there's something about like these 2 investments. 4 of Cups. Also, if you're bored or discontent and dissatisfied in your life, that's that 3 of Wands. It's like expanding some kind of contract, or this can also be your business. And the Hierophant. Major Arcana 4, Taurus. Okay. So the Hierophant in the upright is teacher-student learning. This can also be something about government, federal, a group, club, organization. And there is something about being bored and emotionally withdrawn from some kind of commitment. This is also about a situation here where what you used to believe in, your beliefs are changing. This can also be somebody who is in a place of abuse of power. This is abuse of power, abuse of structure. What is this 2 Pentacles? 2 Pentacles, yes, pros and cons to a situation. So write down your pros, write down your cons to a circumstance or a situation. I'm also getting something about this investment. There's something about sales, or what's like the best bang for your buck for your money. So let's just say that you've gone to the bank 100 times and, you know, a person, you keep getting denied. A missed opportunity. But you haven't missed out on anything. Like, you're not behind. So don't compare yourself to anyone. Pros and cons to a situation. Write down the pros, write down the cons. If there's more pros, proceed forward. If there's more cons, scrap it. And at the end of the day, love always wins, which is the 4 Swords and the Queen of Cups, which is empathy and kindness and compassion. 2 of Pentacles. And it's the 2 of Pentacles. This can also be something about dance. A dance. Trying to do a dance between this and that. This can also be something about dance class as well. But things are up in the air. But I'm also getting a situation here where drop the ball. Having a ball, drop the ball, having a ball. Because now you have the Four of Pentacles, which is somebody who is physically withdrawn. This is emotionally withdrawn. But this can also be some kind of withdrawals from like a bank. So let's just say that you need to possibly weigh up your options, pros and cons to what bank you bank with. But the, Two of Pentacles is always like somebody who has a really full agenda. So yeah, you want to break out that cigar. Like, this is the all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. I'm also getting an element of you're not playing. And I think I said in Virgo's reading a while back, you came here to slay, not play. What is this Four of Swords and the Queen of Cups? And the Emperor. Major Arcana 4, Aries. Also read that as Scorpio. Well, the Emperor is all four kings in one. Can also be something about authority figure, father figure. And there is something about father, mother. This could have something to do with how you grew up. So your beliefs are changing. I'm also getting something about the vision. Vision. I'll believe it when I see it, but there's something about firm and fair decisions in some kind of investment. What is this Seven of Pentacles and Chariot? Do I leave this investment behind? You keep going back and forth. Well, the Star. Vulnerability. So there's something about vulnerability is the bridge to connection. And it doesn't matter what kind of connection this is. Three of Wands. Plans in motion, plans in progress. There's something about going along here, Sagittarius. You're doing A, B, and C, and D. A, B, C, and D. And you've been doing A, B, C, and D. And you can't wait to, like I said, claim this victory. This is also about face your true north. Something here going south. Invest north. Could be dealing with an Aries, a Libra. Receiving some kind of leg up. It's a supportive energy, okay? And the Four of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Keeping the peace. This is also peaceful resolution. Peaceful resolution. Peaceful resolution. And then the Star card is wishing and hoping an investment would change. But then you have the Chariot to stay on task. Hold your vision. And trust your intuition. Trust your gut feelings. Sleep on it. There's something in like the 3rd or 4th week of July that you want to break out this cigar or like some kind of victory here, because there's a bunch of 4s on the board. So in the blockage is the Hierophant and the Four of Cups. Somebody deems you as a missed opportunity, or the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles could be a controlled system, a very rigid and controlling system, red tape, or Four of Pentacles. So like I was saying, I was like, this feels like the need for greed. So you either have somebody who is clinging on desperately to a circumstance, a situation, a job Four of Pentacles is the miserly card. So somebody who is, you know, only gives you the time of day when they feel like giving you the time of day. Time and day. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Four Swords, and then you also have these two twos in your outcome. But you also have physically withdrawn from the situation, emotionally withdrawn from any kind of structure, changing the structure. For some of you, you're stepping into a leadership role, or you're leading by example. But you got a lot of irons in the fire, or there's a lot to weigh up. I'm also hearing something about weighing in. So this could be some kind of fluctuation on the scales. And the Five of Wands. Well, Five of Wands is conflict of interest. Somebody here very territorial and controlling. Five of Wands can also be some kind of situation where there's lots of competition. Competing and fighting. There's some kind of schedule thing here. Something here has to be like rescheduled. An investment is going to be delivered, and maybe you're like, well, I'm not even going to be home. I'm away those days. Reschedule. And the conflict here is the schedules. You all have really busy schedules. So if you don't make time for this person and this person doesn't make time for you, what do you think is going to happen? Well, you're going to be bored, but then it also keeps you in a place of marination. The need for greed and some kind of commitment or structure. Give me one more card for, yeah, because you have a bunch of fours and a bunch of fives on the board. Fours are about your foundation and stability. And the Two of Cups. Don't break your back for the detriment of your own health as well. Something about your health. I'm getting something about like the fluctuations on the scales. You're not in competition with anybody. And then there's something about the work. Two of Cups. So you got a lot of synchronistic numbers here. You got like the Emperor is a number 4. The Four Swords. So there's something about firm and fair decisions. But the Emperor also can be a little bit rigid and controlling, or my way or the highway situation. Now, then you have the Seven of Pentacles, wishing and hoping, the vulnerability of moving or relocating. Like you can't wait to break out the cigar of like just like moving and relocating, some kind of investment. And this can also be you relocating and moving an investment. And it might be like even a work situation. Like let's just say that you have, I don't know, I do tarot out of here, but let's just say that I rent a space. Maybe I want to go somewhere where it's more green and quiet. Intimacy, sexual chemistry, and reminiscing. And then I just got that sexual healing song. What is that? When I get that feeling. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. At the end of the day, love only wins. But I'm also getting your schedules are trying to get out of some kind of rigid system or controlled system. This is a very unconventional type of a relationship. So that's why I'm saying it feels like you're behind the 8 ball, but you're not. Intuition, the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. So when, for some of you, if you are dealing with a Cancerian, also you have a lot of Capricorn energy. Does this person have a different vision of what a relationship or a job situation looks like to you? And then it says, give it time, everything in divine timing. So not pushing or forcing any kind of situation to happen. I'm also getting something about that saying about the cigar, like, can't wait to break out the cigar. I left when I saw you with someone. Well, this could be a thing at work. Yeah, because emotionally withdrawn, physically withdrawn from a commitment. But this can also be a place of work. And like I say to everybody, don't shish where you eat. Don't shish where you eat. Because not only are you going to get bored of that person quite quickly, you have to go to all day to work. Or no, let's just say you live together. You have to go all night, go to work with this person, come home with this person, gives them no time to miss you. I am afraid to contact you. Yeah, because you're in the, I have the Four of Swords on that side and the Four of Swords on the other side. So just wait. Because karma goes in your favor. Feels like be at peace. I wish things could be different. And you could be saying that, like, I wish our schedules would line up better. I wish I could sell my house. I wish I could sell this investment. But there is something about like the need for greed in the blockage. Like somebody who is like stingy and greedy only gives you the time of day when they feel like giving you the time of day. Or somebody who is cheap. So talk is cheap. So watch this person's actions and intentions, not their words. I look for you everywhere. But it says, intuition, the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. I know I messed up everything. They see you as a missed opportunity. And this person is either gripping and holding on to your energy in some kind of commitment, or you see this person as a missed opportunity and you're gripping and holding on with that Four of Pentacles, which is something that is too small. It's too small of a pond. So needing to expand your pond. I'm also getting maybe that there could be a person who's using you as a scapegoat or a pond. And that could be at work. Lobster, financial pinch. That's why you have to sell some kind of investment before you move. Because you need that money, for some of you. Yoke, feeling tied down and or frustrated. Quail, get back to the basics. Yeah. Well, you do have Justice and Four of Swords and the Three of Wands. Like, plans are in motion, plans are in progress. Stick to the A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D. Whatever that is. Throne, position of authority. Broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Weeping willow, family sorrow. Flowers, happiness. And vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. I feel like you're doing something with this contract. Now, I'm not quite sure if it involves family. It does say involving family matters, like the father and mother. Something about your upbringing as well. That something needs to be brought up, brought to the courts, or brought to awareness. Sagittarius, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you can also do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.